Hi guys and gals, and welcome to stream number 13 of Secret World Legends. Hope you guys enjoy. So, all I'm really doing right now is just gonna run around Egypt and do a few of the missions that I skipped before. Try and get to 100% completion where I can. This will probably be a shorter stream, we'll just have to wait and see. So, let's see, killing locusts and killing ghouls.
Special assignment received.
And special assignment. That works. Okay, so one more of these guys. Nice. So, locusts and ghouls. Let's go. Kind of nice all together. Focus. And this'll do. And 3 more to go. Let's go this way. So it looks like there's a boss there too. Nice. So, closest mission looks like right in front of me, basically. Yeah, but it's up top. Is it up top? Looks like it. These jump pads are so nice. So now with those scarabs, you have to pick up one of each of the 3 different colors, and then I think you get a lore from them. Can't exactly remember where to find all the colors, well. No, don't tell me it was in the cave. Yeah. Okay, so I found a place to reforge the blade. Let's go look. Okay, so I don't see anything here. So maybe more this way. Either way, there's a lore over there, so I'll go for that. These guys hit hard. Okay, let's see. Examined bloodstain. That one.
Visual tracking initiated.
Visual tracking initiated. Guys, the City of the Sun got hit a lot harder than I remember them hitting. Yeah, I've noticed they really are hitting a lot harder. Okay, next closest mission. Where am I there? Shrine of Aten, I think that will be lair ones, so they don't count. This is that one just kind of by itself. Lure. Oops. Hiya, welcome to the stream. Where would that mission be? I know which mission this is. This one. Yeah, the top bar is a mod, but it's a TSW mod, not a SWL mod. So it's not 100% compatible, but it does work. For the most part, it works enough to be able to use. But like, anima shards are shown as the old pack symbol. Marks of favor are shown as marks of Pantheon, and it doesn't display your and it also doesn't display your daily logins or your daily login rewards. Basically, it's one of those mods where technically it works, but it could do with an update. A lot of the old TSW mods are like that, where most of them do work, but they all could really just use a few tweaks still to make them a bit better compatible. Yep, there is an auto sprint that's actually compatible with SWL that works really, really well. And then this top bar has a sprint built in as well, which my husband tested and he said it works fine for him. Okay, let's see which one's now closer. corner do I want to do? That's the question, really, isn't it? Not fond of the rush areas. Maybe let's go do all of those first.
Listen to me carefully. I repeat, if you are watching this, you are ordered to immediately follow emergency procedures. I am suspending all orders. I am suspending what remains of the Prometheus Initiative's directives in this location. I'm shutting it all down. Clearly, we have had a major communication failure. The Prometheus Initiative directives were explicit for a reason. If I've told you people once, I've told you 1,000 times. Leave these matters to your elders and betters. For my part, I am not angry, just disappointed. I understand we are working on re-establishing live transmission. Your first priority is to upload all the information you have gathered to Orochi Core for review. Leave out no detail, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Failure to follow these instructions will result in immediate termination of your contract. Also, possibly, your lives.
Okay, so find a way to access the Rushi mainframe, which is inside of that tent.
Repair sequence initiated.
And of course I got caught.
Repair sequence at 50%.
I am absolutely no good with these missions. I absolutely despise them. Especially since these drones are just so freaking hyper vigilant.
Repair sequence completed. Security breach suspected. Initiate emergency procedures.
Well, apparently this wasn't a good idea. can't do that. You can't get through the front door. How the hell are you supposed to get in there? See if there's another side door.
Repair sequence initiated. Repair sequence at 25%. Repair sequence at 50%.
Oh, bugger. Wrong tent anyway. Have you noticed that the Rushi drones in City of Sun God act a lot more hostile than usual? Just get cold, it's easier. Yeah, Cam, when it comes to sabotage missions, there's like a crazy amount of them. They all point right where you're supposed to go. There's like nowhere around them. And sometimes when you go like to the back of them, they still catch you. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they used to be bad enough, but they're even worse now.
Initiate emergency procedures. At the Orochi Group, we are all one happy family. Please refrain from doing anything to jeopardize our happiness today.
Security breach suspected. Initiate emergency procedures.
They never used to be this bad, but these drones are really, really bad now. Okay, let's have a look. There's a mission there. And another one somewhere in there. I will probably die now. Yep. There, that's better.
Are any Prometheus Initiative personnel hearing this? Hello? Is this thing on?
I don't really feel like we're getting all that much extra as patrons, to be fair. I actually feel like we're getting things taken away. Since they're making some of the things that were patron normal now. But I do like the extra AP SP. It means I won't be playing any of my ults until that takes effect. There's no point, really. If I'm gonna be getting double AP and SP instead later on. To be fair, it would have been nice to have all that stuff in at launch as well. It would have made character progression a lot easier. The patron system in this game is really, really good so far, to be fair. There's not really much wrong with it. And another one. Okay. Now I was actually going somewhere. Which I think. It's around here. Oh, great. Almost. Okay, so I am pretty sure this is a missing patrol, unless I somehow managed to skip a part of the mission. Unless I'm guessing there will be something else to see somewhere. Unless it's just a different cave. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the one that you enter from that side. See if I can get up this way. Yeah, this looks more like it. Yeah. Keep having really high latency, and I'm guessing it's because my husband's busy downloading a game in the background.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
Okay, defeat excavating scientists while I'm here. Yeah. Okay, let's see, 5 more. Okay, so bring the spirit fragment there, that's fine. That one's fine. There's a boss there as well, so let's go there. Unless it's a world boss or something. I'll leave that one. Run on. Let's go have a look. Okay. This way. Okay, so there's the map which I need to use. But there's another piece I need to find first, if I'm right there. Ah, he's already doing this mission. I have to wait. There we go. Hi Buzzo, welcome back to stream. It's a bit of a quiet stream tonight. I'm pretty tired. But I want to do a few more Egypt missions before bed. We are both actually level 50 already. We got level 50 around 12 PM our time. Thank you. Yeah, now that Shell is level 50, I think he's gonna probably stop playing for a bit. Or at least until Wednesday when the dungeons come out. Depends how bored he gets, I guess.
Quick access inventory updated.
Let's go have a look.
Quick access inventory updated.
Oh, I really hope he's not going to place those marked top there. No. Yeah. It's going to. Pistol's fine for DPS. It's probably my hardest hitter most of the time. I like some of the changes announced today. We'll see about some of the other ones. It's just a matter of waiting and seeing, really. Yeah, I already got that one. I do like the double AP SP thing, but like I've said before as well, that would have been a lot nicer to have from Head Start instead of only now. Or only from Wednesday onward. So that would have been a lot nicer earlier on. But yeah, it definitely could be worse. So I don't mind it too much. I mean, what do you guys think? You guys heard all the same announcements. What do you guys think about them? And also, were you already patrons? Or would this actually make you become a patron now? I do think the extra benefits will be really nice, and I think it'll help encourage a lot of people to become patrons, especially the double AP XP. Yeah, I would like to get more for the patronship as well. I feel like I know it's unfair if you can't trade just because you're not a patron, but I like the fact that it was patron exclusive in a way. It made it feel like it was worth paying for just to trade. And I know a lot of people don't agree with that. I know a lot of people can't become patrons at the moment because of the payment methods, which, fair enough, it is probably a really good thing that they can unlock it now. But I do think that, I don't know, patron doesn't feel quite as special right now other than the double AP and SP. But I'm sure they have something up their sleeve. They always do. And to be fair, the dungeon keys themselves will help a lot more from Wednesday onward as well. Elite dungeons are getting released, which means better gear drops, better drops in general, more XP drops. So getting the extra 8 dungeon keys a day, that's 8 extra potential XP things to use. It's just gonna help level quicker, or level your gear quicker, rather. Or also, like Tilty said, they're gonna make it so talismans and weapons and things drop more often, which means people that don't have as many keys don't have as many chances of getting the good loot, which means you can sell it on an auction house, so it's kind of a win-win. So yeah, in the end, it will help. But I personally, I still feel like 18's too few, because in TSW that was like the main thing I used to do. I used to do dungeons just about the whole day long, and it's kind of sad that I can only get loot 18 times now, which is basically free dungeons. Other than that, I'd have to buy it with marks of favor,
Inventory
and
updated.
it's not too bad, but it could be better. So, 4 for excavation site. Add a bridge. Yeah, exactly. In the end, it can work out. It just depends on whether you want to keep the gear or sell the gear. So I think once you have your own gear and you're starting to sell them, it'll work out really good. But in the meantime, while you're still gearing up, you might struggle a little bit. Just kind of depends as well. I mean, I used to be a hoarder in TSW, and I do like the fact that they're giving us extra inventory slots as well, because that's something I've been complaining about. The inventory slots are really expensive. So yeah, getting an extra 10 will be really nice, especially for alts. Because I'm not really willing to spend any arm on my alts. I'll spend it on my main, but not on my alts. So let's see. That way. Either way, I'm looking forward to the whole update, even if it is just for the elite dungeons. Personally, I don't really get it either. I mean, I've always been a fan of the bosses dropping the loot. I guess I can see it in the sense of the way they want to make the market work in here, but it does feel kind of odd to me. And I miss bosses dropping loot in general. I mean, the RNG bags and the RNG crates aren't really for me. I've never really liked random things because I tend to have really bad luck. So I'm not usually a fan of anything that's RNG related. I mean, loot in TSW always used to be random in dungeons, and say each boss would drop a talisman, for example, and then the 5 people had to roll on the talisman. But I don't know, it felt different. Okay, so I'll find what the key is for. Let's see. 570, 170. Around there. Can't tell if I'm going the right way or not. Probably not, but let's try it anyway. No, definitely not.
User entered your channel.
Is that you?
Yep.
Welcome back.
I was wondering why my game was running shit. And then I realized it's because I have SLI enabled. I have to disable SLR, but I can't get my freaking NVIDIA control panel to work.
How so?
Well, I reinstalled the new driver just now. I probably need to
Ah.
restart my PC. I'll do that real quick. I'll be right back.
Got it.
User disconnected from your channel.
Let me guess, this is the place where I wanted to be the whole time, isn't it? Wait, don't I recognize this place? Yeah. Do you remember how to get into the Hall of Lost Records? I've been running in a circle, and I can't find a freaking entrance to this place.
Go to the big place, then you drop through the floor, like a bunch of holes in the floor, and you can walk there. It's underground.
Go to the big place.
Yeah, open your map. Remember the place we used to go to do that mission where you fight, the blue signet mission. You have to drop through the floor.
Yeah, that's way over here, bro.
It's a similar type of thing. At least that's how well I remember. Otherwise you can Google it. I might be wrong, it's been too long.
Okay. As soon as he gets back into TeamSpeak, I'll ask him.
User entered your channel.
There we are. SLI disabled. PC restarted. Let's see if my shit runs smooth.
Nice. Welcome back. Jessborn has a question for you.
Yep.
He wants to know if you'll be making any tanking videos for Legends. Because he's been looking at some of your old ones, he doesn't think they'll work.
The concept of the tanking videos will work in the sense that they all have exactly the same mechanics. The only thing that's different is in this game you don't really have to impair anything. So everybody just has to dodge out of it. There's like AoEs and stuff that affect the DPSs. There's nothing the tank can do about that stuff. Like all the bosses that I've seen in all the dungeons I've done so far, they're all immune to CC, so there's pretty much no need for an impair on your build even. What I would recommend is maybe running like an impair gadget. And another thing I've noticed is in Polaris on the third boss, they do charged hack, and charged hack you can still impair. Other than that, nothing else can be impaired. So the mechanics are the same, the things to avoid are the same, everything's the same. It's just a lot more dodging out of stuff. I might make some more videos on it, but to be honest, the tanking role has been dumbed down a lot. It's a lot simpler. I think for a tank coming out of the secret world, it's going to be a lot easier. But for a DPS and a healer coming out of the secret world, it's going to be a lot harder.
Yeah.
Because before, the other roles, they could just stand still and attack, and the tank would impair everything, and it all would be hunky-dory. But in this one, because the tank can't impair anything, the DPSs and healer finds themselves running around a lot more. So basically what the secret hidden project was that we were working on, we were actually part of this we were approached by Funcom and asked to participate in this test live, this pre-test live thing, where we got to test all the highest level gear, sort of like legendary gear, mythical gear.
Basically, we got to test the elite dungeons on all 10 difficulties kind of thing.
That's right. So I've seen a lot of things that I'm extremely concerned about, and a lot of things that I think are pretty good. And
You broke up there?
Yeah, it's probably my game that was messing up a little bit. But I've seen a couple of things that I'm sort of excited about, and a couple of things I'm very concerned about. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to make a YouTube video on it at some point. The fact that the tanks can't impair anything does make life quite hard, in the sense that the dungeons are a lot more chaotic. A lot of the mechanics work really fast, like in DW on the third boss, when you're attacking the dude and he puts that spinny thingy on the floor and you have to run around. Like, that thing spins very fast. And the moats, or the orbs, whatever you want to call them, orbs in dungeons are ferocious. We were in Ankh, and it didn't even matter if you're familiar with the dungeon. There's like some stairs going down right at the beginning where it begins. Even if you're sort of at the top of the stairs, the moat will stick to you from literally the other side of the room.
Yeah.
It's quite hectic.
Feedback has been given, and I'm sure it'll be one of the main things they change.
And
Hey,
the dungeons,
Savior.
they were very, very difficult. I think they'll probably lower the difficulty. There's no point dumbing down 99% of the game and then leaving the actual content that people want to do extremely difficult. I imagine they're going to lower the difficulty quite a lot. Even when we were in legendary gear, that's the red gear for those of you who aren't familiar with legendary gear, the mobs were hitting for 70k, 70, and that's the ads. That's not the bosses. The tanking role now is basically just to take all the damage from the boss. There's nothing specific, like special, no skill really needed. You just stand there and face tank, and that's one of the things I don't like about it. Another thing I
It is
found.
survivable. Another question that we're asking just before you continue on is, what's your ideal weapon set that might be useful for elites?
For tanking, the best thing I found, and it's quite funny because I'll get to the aggro side of things in a moment, but shotgun is awesome for tanking. It's probably the best tanking weapon. Shotgun and chaos, I would say, because you still got the chaotic pull, and the icon is the same, but the name's different. So chaotic pull's awesome when you're doing Ankh. For example, on the bridge fight with Klein, you can still chaotic pull the Reaper down, but when you're standing on the bridge, you can't impair the waves and the orbs that Klein does. So everybody literally has to dodge left, right, left, right, left, because nothing can be impaired. So that's like part of the chaotic stuff I was telling you guys about. So definitely shotgun chaos. That's the way I'd go. And the builds are really simple. I made a build in probably within my first hour of gameplay. I made the tanking build that I would need to tank every single dungeon in the game apart from the manufactory dungeons, which aren't released or aren't going to be released for quite a while, I would say.
Okay, and then they were asking if those kind of hits are even survivable.
They
Yes,
are.
they are, but you need a healer with good gear, and your tank needs to have really good gear from what I've seen.
Yeah, well, because I had legendary gear, I had something like 30k plus of protection and defensive stats. That I had a lot of defensive stats on me.
Yeah.
But if a DPS were to be hit by that, literally straight, like the normal hits on those ads would be 70k plus. Or at least that's what the GM told us, who was watching us do the dungeon.
Yeah, because we can't, technically we told him, this is a bug. It's hitting too
Yeah,
hard. No.
I told them it was a bug because they had this like weird white glow on them, and I know all about the bug. I'm not going to get into it on the video or
Yeah, because
on the
they'll be
HP
fixing
stream.
that anyway, so it's fine.
But yeah, there was definitely something fishy going on there. They would have to lower the difficulty a lot, because we found even like Hell Raised on the lower elite setting with the blue gear currently, that what 99% of the community is running around in. Even in the lowest level of elite dungeons,
Yeah, elite one.
we were in Hell Raised, and you know when you just arrive, you got those three little ads stood in front of the doorway. Those ads were literally unkillable. Like they destroyed us in like seconds. That was so funny. They were literally one-shotting me as a tank with all my defensive stats and all my protection. They were destroying us. That's why I was saying that it was bugged, because they also had that weird glow on them.
To be
And
honest, I think that was Dreaming Shroud, and I think that was bugged.
yeah, they were all doing the Dreaming Shroud cast. It was really weird. It was bugged to shit, but the GM wouldn't have any of it. He was saying that no, that's normal. That's how hard they're supposed to hit.
He was a
But
volunteer GM, though, remember that. He wasn't a proper GM, he was just a volunteer.
a GM's, it's like a cop wearing a badge. If he's got a badge, he's a cop. Simples.
But
And
his
that
badge
dude,
said volunteer, not GM.
that dude was a GM through and through. I don't care what he says. Whether you're a volunteer doctor or you're a doctor, you're still a doctor.
Thank you, Cam. Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen, dungeons are going to be interesting, and it's going to be a steep learning curve again.
Well, it's going to be a steep learning curve for everybody else except the tanks. The
Yeah.
tanks are going to be sitting in the back seat. It's going to be awesome for the veteran tanks, definitely.
Mm.
But for everybody else, I can see it like starting over.
Well, heal starts over. I mean, well, technically the gear they gave us is not quite the same gear, so I would personally have run if I could have made the gear myself. Like, when we went heal, for example, I went heal, and they only gave me heal talismans. They didn't give me any attacks. I couldn't go leech. I had to physically go like fist heals.
Yeah.
So that's not really what I'm comfortable in, and I would have probably gone leech instead, just for extra DPS as well. And it's the same for Shaw. I know with the stats that they gave him, I know he wasn't quite happy with the stats they gave him either. And for me
No.
as well, they gave me way too much crit power and too little crit rating. I would have run a lot more crit rating than what they gave me.
I would have done at least a 50-50 distribution on that stat.
Yeah.
Another thing I've noticed in this game, because there's no hit rating, you've got this glance. Let me just check. I'll get the exact term. Glance reduction. That's
Yeah.
it. So even in the legendary gear with all the stats and stuff, you've only got like 28% glance reduction. So I was finding, I was running ACT in the background, and I was monitoring all the hits and attacks everyone was doing. And with all the gear and stats we had, we were still doing round about 30% glancing hits. So the glance rate is extremely high, and because you can't see what your hit rating is, I mean, you can probably calculate it with like tallying up the talismans. I don't know, because I never got to make the gear. I couldn't get the exact numbers on how much or how many talismans require hit rating in order to get that right up. Because in the secret world, if you're doing, I don't know, 10% glancing, that is bad.
Yeah, that was very bad.
You know,
People would
your
tell you
gear's
to
way
get more
wrong.
hit. Yeah.
You should be doing 0% glance, between 0 and 2% glance. So for us to be getting 30+% glance, that's a lot of damage lost. 30%. That's like 30% longer fights, I guess.
Something like that, yeah.
It's terrible. But it doesn't matter so much because the tank doesn't have to impair anything. So if an impair glances, who cares? You're not impairing anyway, so glancing hits aren't as important. I know in the secret world, if one glanced impair and the group's pretty much dead, there's no way around it. Where in this one, it's a lot more forgiving in that sense.
Yeah. And something that was odd as well is like, first boss, Unk. There was always a ability called Heka Blast that the tank had to impair, else it's a one-shot. Now, that gets cast randomly, and the tank can't impair it.
Yeah, so the DPSs either need a special gadget to mitigate the damage, or they just die. There's no ability to either impair it or survive the blast. It's literally a one-shot. So you either have the gadget and mitigate the damage, or you don't have the gadget and you just die. There's no other way around it. Also, on third boss Unk, when you're on the bridge, second boss Unk on the bridge.
Yep.
After he does Dreaming Shroud, he does that giant wave of mutation, and everybody has to run back, and the tank has to stand at least 7 meters back from the boss, and then hit Spiral of Death, which teleports the tank to Klein, so you can hit Klein and stop all those orbs and waves going down and killing all the DPSs at the bottom. But they've kept all the same mechanics, but they've removed all the abilities. So there's no more teleporting abilities. You can't get through the wave. And because you got all those things coming down on the other side, it's literally you either have to burn Klein down and kill him before he does Dreaming Shroud, which with the gear that you have is pretty much impossible, or they have to put something like Spiral of Death back in, which they've taken out. So
I think there is a gadget that teleports, though.
No, there isn't. I checked every single gadget. So they've not thought it through 100%. They've taken out abilities and left in mechanics without thinking you need those abilities to get through certain mechanics. So I think that they'll probably bring the dungeons up next week and then take them immediately down again when everybody sees how broken they are.
No, I don't think they will, because What it is basically is they asked us for our feedback. People have provided the feedback saying all the things that Shell's been saying now, and I'm sure a lot of it will get fixed or changed.
It's a very short time to fix such a gigantic, enormous amount of bugs and issues. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm expecting them to nerf the damage that a lot because even the ads hit way too hard. Elite difficulty shouldn't be tough. Also on Elite, that was another funny thing, was even on Elite 1, you've still got the Reaper to the right of Klein on the bridge, where in Elite in the Secret World you don't have that. You only have that on Nightmare. So you still have the Nightmare mechanics on the easiest Elite difficulty level. So that's going to be interesting as well.
Shell, there's a gadget called the Rapid Engagement Module. You charge up to 50 meters to a target.
I tried the charge. The charge doesn't work.
Oh.
What happens with the charge is you charge into it. It
Yeah,
knocks
it's a
you on the
charge,
ground
it's not
and you
teleport.
die.
Yeah.
I tried that. Trust me. I tried everything. I went through every single active and passive in the game. There is nothing on no weapon that will get you through that wave or teleport you to the boss. But on the plus side, I'm Dreaming Shroud. My fist healer just fist healed through it. So healing, they've sort of made OP a lot more OP than the Secret World.
First heal is very OP in this game.
Yeah, but the DPS is mitigated a lot. The DPSs should be doing a lot more damage. I think they've got the stats a little bit messed up. I think probably because DPS is very very low, heals are very very high, and there's a lot of glancing, which shouldn't be there.
I still have high hopes. I mean, they've taken player feedback into consideration so well. I mean, just tonight's stream already shows how much they've been listening to player feedback. So I have really high hopes that they will implement all the changes and they would really take all our feedback into consideration that we sent them. So, yeah. I have high hopes. I think it'll be fine. I think it's going to be really fun to relearn all the dungeons and how to get past the mechanics now, since things have changed.
I panic so much in the dungeons because I'm like, oh shit, I should have impaired that. I have to impair. My impair's on cooldown. And then you realize, oh, you don't have to impair. You just have to dodge or just take the hit on the chin, face tank it, basically, and have your healer just heal you up.
I was running blood with my fist yesterday. I tried assault rifle first, but because I didn't have any attack rating, assault rifle wasn't really very useful. So I just kind of stuck with blood. Fist blood is normal, and that's pretty standard build. Defend.
There's that ability in Polaris Boss 1. I think they call it Moya's Echo.
Yep.
Where you got the black water. You can't impair that.
Oh no, that's I know which one it is.
I know it's not Moya's Echo is the third boss.
Yeah.
What's that? Deep Blast.
Deep Blast.
That's
it.
Deep Blast. That can't be impaired. So you're gonna find your DPSs running around the electric water like headless chickens, trying to survive a freaking blast. It's crazy.
But
it's just
something that they did change, or maybe it's just for Elite as well. The black water doesn't cover as much ground as what it did in TSW.
That's only in the Elite 1 though.
Yeah, but still, it's easier. It's not as hard as what it used to be. You dodged the black AoE. It wasn't the instant kill anymore. I think it's just a matter of relearning. Once everybody relearns it, I think everybody will be fine.
The gear does look good though.
The gear looks amazing on red. It really does.
With my full tanking stats, I had over 28,000 health, which is a good amount of health.
The gear looked really good, I will say that. And the heals looked really good on Festazel. I mean, the numbers you could get out of it was just amazing.
And the bare stats that you get, you know, when you open up the passive tree, you get like those tiny, next to each passive on the left and the right hand side, there'll be like a little hit,
These ones.
a little hit thing, or a little critical thing, or a little health thing, or whatever. The stats you get just from those, just from unlocking those, is ridiculous. I had almost 8,000 health without any talismans on, just from that, with a lot of attack rating, a lot of critical rating, pretty much good stats without even owning a single talisman or equipping a single talisman. They all add up and give you a good amount of boost.
On their own, they don't look like much, but once you have everything, it
Yep.
looks good.
It was real good in that sense.
But no, I'm excited. I'm excited to go home after work on Wednesday and load the game up and just play around with it a bit. And if I have a look at my gear, I'm about where they were for Elite 1 now at the moment, so maybe a little undergeared, but I'm gonna have to try and get some heal gear now, 'cause I don't have any. So I'm actually gonna be undergeared, so let's hope Fist is very overpowered.
In other words, you're going to be killing us lots.
Yes! It's gonna be fun. And where the locusts come from? Over here.
I need to try and do some dailies.
I told you to come do them with me and you didn't want to.
No, I was still having a little hissy fit.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not supposed to be in this game. I just installed Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 so I could play that instead. After seeing the dungeons, I've become disheartened a lot. I think I don't know what to think.
I don't know.
Dungeons, the only thing I like doing, and the dungeons, I don't know. To me, they weren't all that fun. I guess it was something like been there, done that, maybe. The disorganization of the dungeons and the headless chicken running around dodging stuff, AoE. I don't like that. I think the tanks should be able to impair that stuff.
I think it just felt like headless chickens because we were basically new to it again. Yeah, we had strange abilities that we wouldn't normally run. We had strange builds, strange stats. It just wasn't quite what we were used to, maybe. Something to use over here? It should be coming from here, but...
The biggest thing that disheartened me was because there's so much gear, it's going to take a very, 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 very long time. The grind ahead, people don't realize the level of grind ahead of them. It is extreme. Think the secret world times probably 20 or more. It's the grind, unless you want to pay real money for your gear, because you could do that. You could spend
yeah, I don't want to do that.
You could spend about $4,000 and you could get your gear up to the max, probably, if 4,000 would be enough. But
I don't think it'll be that much.
it will be. It will be, because you're doing luck of the draw, so you have to
Oh,
buy.
yeah.
And also, if you press, where is it? Y, and you go to fusion, and you click on the little plus sign, you can buy the thing so you don't have to make a second weapon. You can buy the thing you need. And if you look in there to make yellow gear, and that's only up to yellow, they don't even have red in there. It's 2,500 to do one talisman. 2,500 is a lot of real money if you think you've got a bunch of stuff, and then after that you have to make another set and another set and another set, and you have to use all that stuff to upgrade all the way up until your red gear is the maximum level. It's going to cost thousands of dollars. Or you could do it the hard way and then get your green talismans, and then get another set of green talismans, and then combine those to make blue ones, and then you
It
have to
won't
make...
be that bad, but once Elite Dungeons come out and then Nightmare Dungeons come out, because I'm guessing it's going to be blue as base and then purple as base, which will make it a lot easier to get to yellow and then red.
The level of sheer grind, when I saw the gear, I was just like, oh my god. The grind ahead of people, they have no idea. They want to keep people busy for a long time. And to be honest, I don't know if I want to invest another 6,000 hours in a game like I did in the Secret World. And who knows what happens. Maybe in 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, they decide, I've got an idea, I'll just make another game. And then they cancel this game like they did in the Secret World, pretty much. And then everybody has to start over. Like, I don't know.
Nah, I don't think they'll do that again. And wow. They're saying that someone has 4 red talismans, and he said he spent over 600 in the game.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. I don't have that kind of money, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't do that. I'm not the kind of person that would buy my gear, especially not in a game like this.
I'd buy my gear if it was like $100 for the whole lot, or something like that. I don't mind doing it.
Well,
But I'm not going to spend thousands like on gear.
Rift was more and you bought your gear there, so... Then again, I bought my gear there too.
Oh my god, hacks.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, in Rift they only sold the second best. To get the
Yeah.
best, you still had to do raids and stuff.
That's right.
But I think it was like £450 for the both of our gear, which is really expensive. And it's the main reason we quit Rift like very soon afterwards when we tallied up how much it cost us.
I couldn't take it. The thing is, I didn't want to go through the grind. It's not as bad as the Secret World. The grind isn't as bad as the Secret World, but still, it was a big ass grind. And then I was like, no way, I'm not going
It's
to
like
do it.
start with, I'll just buy a weapon. And then it was, oh, yeah, I need a code. And then it was, well, maybe a second weapon. And then eventually when we tallied it all up, it's like, this is way too expensive.
Yeah, HB would like come home from work, and I'd be like, oh, I just bought like a kit of some stuff, and I got like a weapon, and I got like this, and I got some potions, and it's like, how much is it? I don't know, like £100. It's like, oh shit, yeah, we need to stop playing this game.
Yeah, when we actually tallied up how much we spent in it, that's when we quit playing.
Yeah, that was like hundreds of pounds worth of spending in 1 month.
Yeah, literally 1 month. It was nuts.
And I could easily do that in the Secret World. If I didn't want to go through the grind, no worries, just whoop out the real money. But yeah, no.
The main reason I wouldn't is because it's still RNG. I'm not going to pay that kind of money for RNG luck, because my luck sucks.
Yes. At least in Rift you could buy the piece you wanted.
Yeah.
It was in the store, and you would go, oh look, that weapon costs £50. No worries, I'll take it. But in here, it's nothing like that.
Seriously, where is this giant locust? I just killed a giant locust and apparently it wasn't him. No. That helps.
So I've got to do, is it 5 or 6? Let me check. Shift J. That says I need to do 5 side missions, 5 main missions, and kill 100 monsters.
Well,
Should be
you're
easy.
welcome to come and join me here in City of Sun God.
What's the time? It's like almost 2 o'clock in the... No,
No, it's like 20
20
past
past
1.
1. Yeah. I took a good 2-hour nap today, so I'm not too bad.
I'm pretty tired, that's why I've been a bit quiet. Unlike some people, I didn't have a 2-hour nap and I was still up really early. Find a crash site.
What I was thinking of doing was, now that my character's on level 50, I was thinking of putting this game on the back burner and just sort of put it on the shelf rather, and play something else until they fix all the issues. What I was going to do was wait and see if they do something about the grind, because I'm not going to make green gear to make blue gear.
Yeah,
to
but
make
I already
purple
told
gear.
you, elite dungeons will drop different. I shouldn't drop. Well, I'm hoping
Well,
it won't drop green, but
yeah.
it should drop blue straight away, and then as you go higher, it should drop higher level gear.
I can't go on hopes and dreams. I can only go on what there is here and now.
That's
And that
what
is,
they've said, so I have.
you
I
have
have
to
faith.
you have to get your green gear to level 25, 2 sets of each, to combine them. Then you have to get another set of green to make another set of blues. It's like a pyramid effect. It's going to take thousands of hours to get all my shit right. And as it stands, I'm not going to do that. So they can either give us proper talismans in the dungeons, like in the secret world, so you can open up your loot bag, there's a talisman in there, there's a weapon in there, whatever, and you can get the stuff you need. I'm not going to make all that gear. It's going to take years.
Yeah, and you know the stream that you didn't watch because you were still sulking?
Yeah.
They said they're gonna make it so talismans and weapons drop more often out of the chests and dungeons. And you will be guaranteed at least one every time. Or one per dungeon sets for the day. So for the first dungeon you do in the day, you're guaranteed, I think, either a talisman or a weapon.
The downside to that is, again, the 18 keys, 3 dungeons a day, or you have to pay with real money. That's like,
Well, no,
nah,
you pay
I'm
with
good.
marks of favor.
Or marks of favor, whatever.
But Tilty did mention that as well, and he said that what's intended is people like us that enjoy running dungeons, what we would do is we would sell all the drops that we get initially on the auction house for marks of favor, and then we'd use more of those marks of favor for more keys, and, you know, profit out of it.
All I do is dungeons. If I could run 9, 10, 12 dungeons a night, I'd certainly do that. But as it stands, 3 dungeons? Nah. That's not enough to keep somebody like me in the game, I don't think.
Well, it's not free dungeons, sure. It is if you don't sell anything and you don't buy any more of marks of favor, but yeah.
Nobody's going to want to sell anything because they have to upgrade their gear. Once everybody's on red gear, then I can see that happening. But until then, I can't see why anybody would sell anything, because you need it to break it down to level your gear up.
Not necessarily. I mean, any dungeon drops I wouldn't personally break. I would sell
break.
an auction house straight away.
I break everything. Everything.
I wouldn't, not dungeon gear. Dungeon gear I would always sell an auction house if I didn't want that specific one.
Where's the second Bullets for Andy mission? I can't find it.
It's on the boat. Oh, to your right, on that boat. On to your right.
Yeah, there.
Yeah. The passive that gives knockdown. Do you mean this one? The one I've been using the whole time? I think it's my elite actually. That you've seen. You find some mobs. I think it's my number 6 down there.
That kneecap
There he is.
is awesome for that.
That. Yeah, exactly. No, you would sell dungeon gear every time. Yeah, it's really nice. It is chaos. Chaos. Oh, chaos. That one. It is that one. Pandemonium. And it's a very, very fun ability.
I like the kneecapper of shotgun because
Yeah.
it does the same thing. It does the same amount of damage. It does a 4-second impair, so they're knocked down on the ground for 4 seconds. And on top of that, you get up to, I think, 50, it's like 46, between 46 and 48% glancing hits for 10 seconds. So you're basically taking, like, I don't know, major amounts of less damage for 10 seconds each time you use it.
Yeah, I kind of use it as like my opener most of the time.
And the awesome thing is, if you've got some crap shotgun shells loaded, you just hit that, and then all your shotgun shells are used. Then you can choose new shotgun shells. So sometimes I use it just for fun, just to get better shells. Cool, so that means I need one more side mission. Just one.
There's a side mission near the church with a severed arm. And all you have to do is take it to the right grave.
No worries, I know the grave.
That looks strange.
Is it inside the church?
No, it's outside the church. It's by the postal van. Or by the van there.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, full salvo is also really good. Yeah, that's a good one as well. You know the one with the cleaner with the cell phone? We have to go to back to the church as well and dig up the keypad?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one too.
Luckily I've got them all done now. Now I just need to do 5 main missions. I was thinking we could do some in Transylvania and continue the storyline. What I want to do is, I was thinking maybe I should continue to play this game, complete the storyline mission, and see how we go.
Well, that is what I basically told you to do as well, because then by the time new story content comes out, at least you're not playing catch up to actually get to it.
In my dream just now, I was doing the storyline mission, and I sort of convinced myself in my dream that I need to do it, so I'm reckoning we do it. Let's go to Transylvania.
Okay, I'm just gonna finish this mission. Won't be long.
And in your dream just now, were you smoking crack?
Wouldn't surprise me.
I was fishing.
No. Examine this car. I can't pronounce it. Ah, that one.
It's quite sad to think that I have the build already, right now, the build that I need to do all the dungeons in the game, pretty much.
Oh, you think? We'll see.
I know.
To be fair, I have just about all the fist things I think I need as well, because if I go first, this ability here, regeneration. Oh my Gosh, that's so good. It's so overpowered with good gear as well. It's really, really good. But it pulls a little bit of aggro, I've noticed. Yeah, exactly. The postal ones are so quick now. And I love the positioning of them as well. I think they're just perfect for a quick little pickup. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to the dungeons. Technically, we still need to do dungeons tonight too.
No, it's like 1. Oh, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. There's no way I'm doing dungeons now.
Polaris
Bel's
takes
not
like
here
10
either.
minutes.
Actually, you're right. We could do a shit ton of Polaris runs. The problem is, I have all this purple gear. I got the purified. I'll post it so you can see.
I know. Put it in your bank.
I got all that crap. I've got like, I don't know how many of those, 7?
Ah, the signet ones. Yeah, you don't even have any signets yet.
Nope.
Just, why'd you open them?
I don't know, I just wanted to see what was in the bags.
I know,
So I
but they
opened them.
stack so nicely if you didn't open them.
Because I'm level 50, I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing it.
Funcom just sent out an email advertising legends. Okay, just stack them in your bank. Something else you missed from the stream as well is patrons will be getting double AP, double SP from Wednesday onwards. And they'll also be getting 10 extra inventory slots. I think everybody gets those. But yeah, you get 10 extra inventory slots to start with. Which they'll award us as well because we've already bought extra slots. Which I think is pretty nice. Okay, mission's done. Going to besiege farmlands. Yeah, definitely go and watch the Funcom stream at some point. You can still see it on their Twitch channel. And I do sometimes upload it to YouTube as well. Yes, that was the compensation for all the downtime we've been having. Which is quite nice, to be fair. I mean, just this... just that item right there alone is really good. Because it means as soon as you have a talisman on 25, you can use that as your catalyst and make a purple.
Just for a talisman or a weapon too?
Talisman. I also would have used mine already.
That sucks.
Conscious. Yeah, you should have gotten some AP, some SP, some Marks of Favor, some Anima Shards, and then that little thing.
Still can't delete the stupid head torch helmet thing.
If you really want rid of it, just send a petition. And I think that you should. I don't know. You actually had. You didn't have those 2 pets, because I have 2 pets stuck in my inventory as well.
Jeez, I have a lot of bags. I'm gonna have to try and level some talismans up with this shit.
Okay.
Let me do that real quick.
Sorry, I have a ton of bags to open as well, so. Oh. Yeah. To be fair, I don't think they'll do it every single time they bring the server down or anything, but because they've had to bring the server down so often and on that Sunday it was for so long, I think that's the main reason they did that. But it was really nice of them. I mean, they didn't really have to do that. Pretty sure I just had 2 double bags. Okay, so that's a heal. Yeah, definitely. Anytime you get a 3.1, that's the one you want to be using and upgrading. But if you only have 2.1s or even a 1.1, don't worry too much because you can always use that one later on for the fusion process. Like, for example, I have this 3-dot green, which is an attack, which is what I wanted. And I have this little 1.20 now, which I don't want. I'll use that to fuse and make a blue.
Come check this out. What do you think this means?
Yeah, you just unplug my headphones and I'll have a look.
See there, I've got a blue flashing thingy going on that talisman. Ah, so if I use those, I get more XP from it. Yeah. Cool, good to know.
Yeah, so basically, if for example you have a attack belt and you only put attack belts in, you'll get extra XP for those. But to be fair, we don't really have the extra inventory space to micromanage like that. If they gave us like 100 inventory spaces, we could micromanage and do that perfect. But yeah. If now it's just a nice little bonus. Okay, what else was it? Weapons. It's the same with your weapons. If you're trying to upgrade a chaos weapon and you use just chaos weapons in there, you'll get extra XP. Yes, I think if patrons got unlimited auction sales and just a bit more inventory space, I would have been a lot happier as well. Inventory space is the main killer for me, because I can't afford to keep buying them.
And what was it he said? There was like 80 slots?
Yeah, in total, like 80 or 90 slots in total. That
It was
is...
like 80, 85, something like that.
That's stupid. That's stupid little. I mean, in TSW, I had 525 slots, and it was full.
It's not that part that I'm worried about.
The cost to
That's
it.
a shit ton of money to unlock it all.
Yeah, I know. See, this is what I'm talking about with my RNG luck. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fist weapons in a row just about. So this is why I will not spend real money to buy the gear things in this game, because what if I want to chaos? Or what if I want a different
And I
weapon?
killed a whale with 50 health left.
Yeah, no, this is my kind of luck.
I'm trying to tell you something.
Yeah, no.
You're not paying attention to them.
To be honest, crafting mats didn't really take up a lot of my inventory space. It took up, I think, 13 slots. I had 1 slot for each pure stack. I didn't keep the rest. Or 26 in total, maybe. And that's only if I kept the sacred ones as well. But mostly it was lair pieces, to be honest. My inventory was stacked and stacked with lair fragments. Because I did a lot of world boss summons and things like that. But even then, it's too little inventory space. Just my gear alone for all my different builds took up more space than 100 slots. And if this game's anything to go by, I would have expected to have the same kind of builds in here, which means I'm not going to have enough space for all the gear that I want. Still have not gotten a better finger talisman.
I don't care about the dots on my gear at this moment in time because I think we're gonna pick gear, better dungeon gear up hopefully in the future, and this gear is gonna go to waste. So at this point in time, I wouldn't worry too much about getting 3 dots, 2 dots, 1 dot. We don't even have signets yet. None of this stuff matters.
I know, but I still like to get as many dots as I can at least.
I would save your shit and wait for the dungeon gear. That's what I would do. If there's going to be dungeon gear. I can't say because I haven't seen it yet, but...
There is
yeah.
dungeon gear. There will be dungeon gear.
Cool, let's begin.
Ready when you are. Just about.
I'm ready. Just been waiting for you.
Been waiting for you.
Nope.
Yeah.
Let's do
Wait,
this.
I had an epic elemental focus out of a cache worth 100 mark of favor, but ended up equipping it to then not use it anymore. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say really. I mean, I had a really nice elemental as well at one point that I thought I was going to use because I was going to swap into elemental, and then I got comfortable with the build I have and I didn't want to swap anymore. But I do regret equipping it as well. Where is this crow? What is it? Owl that we're looking for, isn't it?
He was, the owl's usually sitting on here. Here he is. There he
There
goes.
it is.
If you told me you were looking for the owl, I would have told you where he was.
You should have just looked at your mission.
No, because then I have to read stuff, and reading is bullshit.
Oh my god. Yeah, Dark. Speaking of healing,
Initializing.
Defeat scarecrows. We got this. We are the scarecrows.
Sure, you just ran past one. They're a scarecrow. Where do you normally see a scarecrow in a farm?
That's 2.
Ah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, no, I am actually trying to get some heal gear as well. But I'm stingy in the sense that I want the 3-dot ones where I can get them. If
3 more.
If by Tuesday I don't have all 3-dot ones, I will settle for like a 2-dot one. Or try and buy a 3-dot one instead. But for now, I want 3-dot ones.
If you check my gear, do an inspection on me, and see what gear I've got. You'll see.
1 and 2s.
I literally don't give a shit. Yep.
I don't like that it doesn't actually tell you the level of the gear. Unless all your stuff is actually just level 1.
Yeah, how come this dude's not coming down? Oh, there.
He just don't like you.
Two more.
I used my cache keys today, haven't I? Yeah.
Nice.
How many more do you need?
None? That's it.
Crows. The crow. The owl's here. There's a boss there. You want him?
Yeah, we can whoop his ass. Don't trigger the owl.
I don't know where the owl is. I have my eye on the boss.
Where the fuck's he going?
You got scared. Nice.
On the bridge.
Ah, there he is.
Then we go in the water. Yeah.
Do you remember who the owl is?
Yeah. Don't stop. Keep going.
Are you watching cutscenes?
Just see who it is real quick.
You've been following me? Why is that, eh? Never mind, I know why you're here.
Right. It cancelled.
You know anything about...
We were being attacked by the vampires.
Yeah.
And then this dude over here killed the one vampire outside, and the other vampire ran away.
They liked it. Find the goal of the spyglass. So do you want to do that, or do you actually want to pick up missions?
No, we're doing the story mission. Let's go find the spyglass. That was at the windmill. If we open up the map, I remember this. I think her name was there was like a windmill somewhere on this map.
Yeah, I don't think it's the windmill girl, but is it? Isn't it Zaha?
It could be.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Zaha.
Where is that chick? Isn't she at the windmill?
No, if you look on the map, the windmill's here, but that's Celine. And then that one's solo. See it? Up there.
Yeah, that's where it is. We haven't unlocked anything there, have we? So we have to run there. So that is northeast. So we have to run northeast.
This way.
This way.
Are you running according to the path?
Sorry, northwest. My bad. It's like early hours. My brain doesn't work when it's this early in the morning.
Here I was expecting a comment from Cam.
I chose not to.
That's because it's early in the morning for Cam too. What time is it there by you now, Cam?
Nearly 11 AM.
Shit, it's almost your bedtime.
Now if I break Father Time's hip.
For a far time. You wanna get the bear? Do you wanna get the bear? It's right there.
Yeah, let's get him.
It's poor thing.
Don't be fooled, this bear knows some shit.
Oh, I have a pet that looks like him.
That one's just a teddy bear.
Here we are, looking good. Okay, let's look on our map, see how well we're doing. We need to go a little bit more west than north now.
Sure, I can see her on my map.
Oh.
She's just on the other side of his fence. Wish I can't jump over. Okay, find out more about Transylvania from her. So if you go to the blue speech bubble and you ask about Transylvania.
There we are now. It says, find the circus man in the forest.
Circus man in the forest.
To the shadowy forest.
Oh.
Who's the
That was
circus
quick.
man?
I'm guessing the
He's
guy.
like the first person you meet.
Yeah. Right as you enter in.
Cool, so we finished the story mission in here.
Something like that.
Good. Let's go to the other spot now. I'm done here.
Yeah, Transylvania 65,000.
Yeah. We'll be finished the story mission in about 15 minutes. It's all good.
You do realize where you're not getting any send reports, right?
So,
Okay.
I need to do 5 main missions before
That's
I go
my
to
point.
bed. I will have to go to Kingsmith and do like 5 super quick missions.
We also need to do 3 dungeons.
No, we're not doing them. I'm going to bed after this.
No, dungeons then instead. I want my keys.
Okay, well, once we get to this spot, we'll go and do quick Polaris runs.
I don't want to waste my keys. I get a limited amount of keys.
Pity they don't stack.
Exactly. If they stacked, it would be so much better. Lure. Damn it.
He bit off a bit more than he could chew.
Here he is. Circus guy.
I'm still loading because I am Bitcoin mining in the background.
It's new.
Milosh is expecting. Don't let your eyes wander when you speak with Emilia.
Okay, now it says ask about the Romany or some shit, but we're not going to do that. Let's go do the dungeons.
Okay,
Cam,
just-
did you want to join us?
Just gotta take out this deathless.
No worries.
Ask him about the Romany song.
So who's the dude I need to talk to?
The only one with a blue bubble.
There we are. Now it says go see Milosh.
Yeah, which is in the Romany camp. While Cam takes care of his deathless problem.
So yeah, I thought you said I was
It's
getting
dead.
send reports.
Oh, Cam's deathless is dead.
There we are. Let's begin.
Did that actually count as a mission though?
I don't know.
Shift J, sure.
I'll check once I get into Polaris. Three quick Polaris runs. We'll see. It's going to be good. Okay, so Shift J, you said.
Yep.
It says no, that don't count as main missions.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
That sucks. God damn it! I always do that. We ready? Yeah? Let's do this. See, deep calling.
I keep
But
wanting to
dude-
jump over there to go get the loot.
We busted his hip.
Yeah. Those of you that didn't play TSW, the bosses used to drop a loot bag where they died. So you'll very often see TSW players run towards the boss because they forget that the loot's in a different spot now.
God damn it! I just fell down. See, I got a talisman out of that bag.
Lucky.
It was a piece of shit though, but I still got a talisman.
Oh, sell it then. If you think it's a piece of shit and you don't want it, sell it. Someone else wants it.
Yeah, nobody will buy it.
Shell? They sell pretty well. I even bought a weapon today for 21,000.
Yeah, but that's different. I got a crappy 1 pip green talisman that nobody's gonna want.
Mm-hmm.
There we are, let's begin. I'll link it for you guys so you can see it if you're interested.
Ooh, I got one. I got one. I got the same one. Whenever you hit an enemy is facing away from you, your movement speed's increased. That's not too bad.
Okay, let's do it.
He doesn't like it when I erupt him.
Dark, what's POS? Oh. I think we outgear this place a little.
Just a little.
Just a
It's
little.
coming up here in this corner.
Oops.
He's dead.
I think we bugged it, probably.
Oh, piece of shit. Yeah. Well, Shell still runs a piece of shit, so.
That's right. Look, hey, we got our loot, we got our loot.
Oh, good.
because we busted his hip.
Oh yeah. We twisted his shit all around. He thought he knew some shit, and then he realized he didn't.
Poor boss. Good. I feel kind of sorry for him now.
Poor boss, nothing.
I don't even think we managed to do that in TSW before, did we?
No, we didn't. You couldn't actually kill him beforehand.
Oh yeah, he'd
He'd freeze.
go, yeah, at a certain point in his health he'd run, wouldn't he? Still, doesn't.
Let's
You
do
like
it.
Cam's outfit? Yeah, Cam's outfit's always awesome. It's like this. He's a police dog.
Oi.
What? You have dog ears, and your outfit says police on it. You're a police dog.
Oh, the indignity.
Your ears are TSW exclusive now, aren't they?
The gold version is.
Just the gold version.
You can buy the black ones.
As soon as I get my sprint back, there we are. We ready? Let's do it.
I find it amusing, show. They like Cam's outfit, but no one mentions yours.
My outfit is awesome.
I just don't think people like staring at your ass.
Oh yeah, people like my ass. It looks good.
Was that a boss?
I
yes.
assume so.
Looks more like roadkill to me.
Calamari.
Oh no, I'm a calamari.
Me too.
I'm
I
actually a
think
little
that's what-
hungry.
That's what this holiday has been lacking, is seafood.
Well, we're not having seafood tomorrow either. We're having bolognese.
What about seafood though?
Oh, we're having pasta.
We ready? Okay, let's do it then.
Rend that fail.
I think the last boss should always give it a talisman.
And in this case, is they can only drop weapons, sure.
Or weapons.
Yeah, same as TMSW, they used to drop weapons on the last boss.
That was easy. Another thing I want to see changed is when you do a public, not a private group,
It doesn't
and
kick
you
you out of
exit the
group.
dungeon, it should not kick you out the group.
Yeah, I agree.
And
That's
also
really
you
annoying.
should maintain your group leader status. So if you want to invite a friend, you can, or if somebody gets kicked out, you can just invite them back in. You remember what happened to Cam yesterday? That irritated the shit out of me. That shouldn't be allowed to happen at all.
Irritated you.
Yeah, what about poor Cam? He missed out on freaking last boss. He could have had the most epic weapon in there. Shh.
Oh, you were being serious.
I like the lighting here.
She was deadly serious. Right, so let's get us in here.
Kinda
Next.
sad I haven't run a IMSWL contest yet.
I think they're a little busy fixing bugs.
I know, but yeah. Maybe after the Steam launch. You missed one.
Still busy trying to loot my caches. Hey, have I opened my cache today? Let me look.
I did.
Cool. What did I get? What did I get? What did I get?
Dunno.
Oh, sunrise
tons
tokens.
of stuff.
Yeah, this shit's rubbish.
Sunrise tokens, they're whatchamacallits.
Nice, I got a purple weapon thingy.
Nice.
Let me use my purple weapon thingy.
So technical.
What level does it take it up to? Full 25, I like it.
Yeah, just be careful. Some of them have really, really high XP in them.
That one was only 4,000.
Okay.
Cool, there we are. My shit is looking good. Right. Are we good? Everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Cam fell down.
Damn it! I was going to say no one said anything. It was all good.
I wouldn't even have known you fell down if it wasn't for the ad chasing you.
Still chasing me.
Let's do it.
You're shooting from a bit far away.
I got that shit.
Let's see if we can repeat what we did earlier.
Be funny.
I don't see the ripple.
I never see the ripple.
There it is, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that, we burned him through a phase. My little builders are wounding them.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even get to shoot. What is electrified soul?
Yeah, don't hang out in this. It's bugged.
What would you expect when you break things?
Right, let's do it.
Who needs a flamethrower even? Or wings?
Cool, I got a cache. Cool, I got my 100 monster kills.
Nice. See? I told you didn't have to kill every zombie on Kingsmouth, did you see?
Was still fun though.
Still have to.
Yeah,
Go do it
every time
now.
I see them. If they have that look in their eye, I need to gouge it out.
It's the most
let's
annoying thing when you're running a Kingsmouth with him, because he'll literally stop and attack every single zombie he sees. Nice. It's not a good sign.
What?
I thought Cam crashed. It's dying still.
Upgrading shit.
We thought somebody was trying to jack your shit.
Almost got a purple shotgun.
I've got a I'm on level 21. I need to get my 21 to 25, and then I've got a purple shotgun. Okay, let's do it.
I'm very close to making my chaos a purple. That way.
That takes it to 23. Holy shit, I'm so close. I can taste it. Hey, I got a blue blood weapon. How cool is that?
Nice.
Out of a green bag.
Very nice. Most I get is double greens.
Increase your movement speed by 15% while in combat.
Is
That's
that
what's
the...
on it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really for me.
Critical empowerment results.
Yeah, I just got 2 double bags.
That was the other thing from the stream. Repeating dungeons will actually give XP.
Yes! I forgot about that. You, every time you repeat a dungeon, even if you can't loot anything in there, you'll get XP.
Cool.
And they're gonna increase the rate that you get XP on level 50 as well. Well, not XP itself, but AP and SP.
Yeah.
Because it really slows down after level 50. And yeah, they're improving that as well. Which is really good, because, yeah, It means that we could just run dungeons the whole day for our XP.
Yeah, that's more like my sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about anything except dungeons.
It's gonna be a nice way to level alts from now on as well.
Yeah, have your high geared cabal members pull you through all sorts of random shit.
Mhm.
Like doing scenarios. Like, remember, we could get up to 300 AP out of one scenario or one
One
series
group
of
one,
scenarios.
yeah.
And when you're just starting out, that is a shit ton of XP.
Mm-hmm. Abilities were a lot more expensive in TSW were.
Yes, they were. I need a weapon. HB, do you have a single crappy green weapon in your inventory that you want to bin?
Not really.
All I need is one weapon, and then I've got a purple shotgun. And I'm not going to use one of these major
Well,
weapon
open a trade
things
window.
Where you at?
Here. No, it's bound.
Alright, all good.
I only have one that's not bound, but it's actually one I want to keep.
We'll keep it then, it's fine.
Sorry.
I'm hoping I pick a weapon up so I can break the weapon down.
If I knew you needed just one, I wouldn't have upgraded mine that I just got in the bag or opened earlier.
We good?
Mm?
That one hit was 6,000 damage. I'm just gonna use one of these mages, fuck it.
I need 3 more levels on my chaos. Then it's going purple. Actually, does anyone know if the auction house works in dungeons?
Dunno.
Just try and buy the cheapest weapon on auction house.
Sure
I've
does.
already done it.
Have you already done it?
Oh yes.
That works then.
There we are, got my purple shotgun.
Congrats.
I wonder how much of a difference it is, let me look. 160 weapon points.
That's good. Oh, that actually reminds me. What are we on? Item. Ooh, my item power is low. It's only 37.
Mine's 52.
Wonder why mine's so much lower.
Have you made your purple head yet?
No.
That's why.
I haven't found a good head talisman yet.
Okay, let's do this.
I don't like this. I can't see ripples.
Just before he comes, he'll do the ripple.
I missed the little lines they used to bring up. I was just about to say he died before he brought the electric.
Right, let's get her. See, they're not even coming after me.
No?
I was literally standing next to that dude, looking at him. I had that look in my eye and everything. He just left me. Okay, let's do this.
I keep getting talisman ones. I want weapon ones.
Yeah, weapon stuff is scarce. I think it's because there's a lot more talismans than there are weapons, so that's probably why.
It's the same reason you get double talisman bags, but not double weapon bags.
You guys good? Okay, let's do this. So I'm not even stacking exposed on the bosses. They could die even faster with exposed. There's no point.
Also, she's finally home.
Tell her to get in here and she can do the last dungeon with us.
How did I get up here? That's weird.
Is there a way I can check how much a certain talisman is selling for?
Yeah, search for it. What's it called?
Faded Jaguar card. There isn't one.
There is. About 750 for the cheapest right now.
That means I'll sell mine for 200.
If you sell it for 700, it'll sell.
Nope, just sold it for 200. It's a piece of shit, no one's gonna buy it.
Belle says you quitting didn't last very long.
Till I say she has to shut up and she has to build me a wall. Till I am quitting, it just hasn't kicked in yet. I'll quit after I do some dungeons.
She says she will build you a wall, only to cage you away from the rest of society.
It'll be worth it, as long as she builds it. Jeez, I have so much stuff in my inventory, I need to get rid of it.
Yeah, exactly, Raffins. As long as you undercut by about 10, it will sell. And even if you don't, even if you price it like 50 higher than the cheapest, it will sell. It'll just take a little bit longer.
Cool, my shit sold.
See?
See, it's good now, I don't have to worry about it taking space. It's all good.
And you just got yourself extra dungeon key out of it. Belle says just changing clothes and then she will get on here.
She better not be trying to slack.
If you want, while we wait for Belle, we can go do like the starter Kingsmith missions for you. The main missions, since you need 5.
I wonder how much a blue blood weapon sells for.
Search
Let's
it.
see.
They will also be improving the search functions in Auction House, I think. Hopefully on Wednesday. They're doing some internal testing on it. That's another thing they mentioned.
Jeez, they're expensive. The cheapest one is 15,000.
And there you go. Sell it for 14 and you'll sell it. Sell it for like 14.9 and you'll still sell it.
I'm gonna sell it for 10,000.
Well, to be fair, I was saving up 30k for my Chaos that I bought. And then someone undercut that person by like 10k when I bought mine for 21, so...
There we are. It's all good. Just put my shit up for sale. It's all good. It's all good. Look at my hammer looking so good there. I could sell this hammer for so much. It's got a 7.5% critical hit and critical healing buff on it.
Nice.
Purple MK3. Such a good looking hammer. Okay, let's head to Kingsmith. Are you in Kingsmith?
Meet up.
The lighting here is really good. I like it.
I know, it's really nice for photos.
I'm gonna mark this point on my map and use it for screenshots.
Need
I
some
should
weapons.
upload those 4K screenshots that I've got.
You mean the TSW ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
I've got some awesome screenshots of the secret world. In every zone, the most scenic, awesome pictures in full quality in 4K. Adding you to group. Belle's gotta hurry, I'm falling asleep.
That's why I told you to hurry, because by the time you get here, Belle will be here. Do you just want to do some quick runs again, or do
Very,
you...
very, very quick dungeons.
Polaris, in other words. Because I was going to say, do you want to try it on?
No, very quick dungeons.
Polaris is quick. It's like 5-10 minutes.
We can't 3-man unk anyway.
It's 4 of us, sure.
Well, 4-man, we could probably 4-man it.
And we can 3-man it. It's story mode.
Doesn't matter. They're not all as easy as this Polaris you've
Oh,
seen
I know.
here. Even if we were to step it up to DW, you would notice it.
I know. Oh god, I really hope they're not all bunny butt shots. Screenshot show.
No, they were in, they had no people in them. I zoomed myself out. Or zoomed in completely so you couldn't see my body.
Hi, welcome to the stream. Wait, don't kill him so far. I have to run all the way there for my loot. Need
Look
one
at
more.
you. You're killing them before they can even go in the fire. Seriously?
There. And there's a monster right here, so. I have to run into red. It works.
Thought I knew some shit.
Well, he did when we started.
The worst part is almost 3 o'clock in the morning, which means we're gonna wake up at midday again tomorrow.
Why? We didn't wake up at midday today and we went to bed at 3 yesterday.
Yeah, no, we have to get in a proper sleeping pattern. From tomorrow we have to
I
start
know.
going to bed at like 10:30. Well, not 10:30, more like 12.
12. So. Elm Street Blues.
No worries, let's do this.
Did you jump over the wall or are you running? Yeah,
I
you
jumped over the wall. Yeah, get to the north barricade, quick.
We're right here.
Run there. Do a dive roll.
User entered your channel.
Hey guys.
Hey,
What
B.
up, doggies? Blue, you my boy. You my boy, Blue.
OHB, I got a shirt.
Nice. I didn't know you were logged on for the stream.
Oh yeah, I saw the notification in my email. I was like, I gotta get me a shirt.
I got a shirt for 2 of my alts, but my third alt is actually completely bugged in the sense that she has no missions, not even story mission. So she can't meet up on anyone.
That's weird.
Yeah, I need to petition.
I
her
only
to-
got it on Bell. When the next round of shirts came, Jezebeth didn't get one.
Yeah.
How does that work? Does he like target people, or is it kind of like the party bags?
You need to be
but on a
in
bigger
front of
scale?
him. As far as I know, you need to be in front of him. Doesn't work if you're behind him or next to him. But I'm not 100% sure because I've been to a few of them and then all of a sudden it almost feels random if you get it sometimes.
Need to attack him from absolute range.
Did that not count for you?
No.
You just have to target him, I think.
No, I can kill him. There we are, now it counted.
To be fair, it didn't count for me either for some reason.
Cool, that's all of them. Done.
Yeah. I thought you needed 5.
Me too. Apparently we got them.
So if you do Shift J, is all your missions done?
I think dungeons count.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Not that I'm complaining, but that's good.
I'm literally falling asleep. We gotta step it up.
Well then step it up, you're the group leader.
We hit level 50 today, B.
Yeah, HB told me. Congrats.
I got my first 2 purple items too.
Oh, B.
Talismans or weapons?
I got a purple talisman and a purple weapon.
You are gonna have some stuff in your delivered items. Be sure to claim it on your main character.
Cool.
Because you can only claim them on the one.
Where you at, B?
Loading into Agartha.
Oh, and you know the ARG weapons? We're getting them Wednesday.
Cool. Did they say, because I only half listened, did they say if we get all the weapons or just one?
That is where the... No. You get all of them once per account. That's where the catch comes in. So if you claim a chaos on this character, you can't claim a chaos on another character.
Right.
So you get all of the weapons, but only once per account. Which, it's not really all the weapons.
We can do Ankh now. I mean, I hit 36 or whatever it was.
Yeah, Shell's
Cool.
tired.
3 o'clock in the morning, yeah.
Just about.
After this, I'm going to bed, definitely.
It's just been stomping through Polaris. It's easy. It's quick.
Like your mom.
I was gonna say like Shaw.
See how I'm cancelling the black water? You just run behind him and it cancels it. Like in Secret World, you remember how we used to have to...
Rocket jump.
Oh shit, have we used all our keys?
This is our 4th.
Oh shit, so we don't even technically need to be in here.
No, but Belle does.
Yeah, we used to have to rocket launch behind the dude. And the same mechanic applies. As long as you just walk behind the boss, he'll cancel his deep calling or whatever the hell he calls it.
See me, HB?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do this dungeon, and then HB's going to take over my role, or Cam as tank, and then I'm going to go to bed.
We don't have to do more dungeons. I'm not worried about it.
No, HB wants to,
I don't mind.
but
I kind of
I
want the weapon
literally-
thing, so...
I'm tanking with my one eye shut.
Isn't that how you always tank?
Pretty
I've done
much.
that, like when you're really tired and your eyes start to burn, and then you just close one at a time.
The problem is I don't have any more juice in my eye. It's like my eye is like completely stuck. There's no more tears in it, so I can't blink.
That's a little
Stuck
weird.
closed. Yeah, that's how tired I am. He's gonna bug out, B. So just get ready to get your loot quick and then run out. Because the water's gonna stay electrified and you're gonna take a shit ton of damage. Good one. Cool. We're good. Let's do it. Oh yeah. We destroyed them.
All I'm getting is a talisman ones. I want some weapon ones.
That's all I'm getting is the weapon ones.
Oh god, if I could, I'd trade you. Yet again, a prime example of why I wouldn't trust to buy the gear and stuff here. Luck sucks too much.
We're good?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Should I get knocked over?
Yeah.
Proceed to extract anomaly. Large etheric wave disturbance converging on extraction point. Current data indicates a 33.3 recurring % chance of survival.
Let's do it. Cool, not bad. Cool, so I'm definitely going to be at HB's going to take over.
Night, Charles.
No worries. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
That won't be long, I'll just finish the 2 dungeons.
Oh my god. I literally can't stay awake a second longer.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Go sit on the toilet and snore.
Yeah.
I might be snoring before I reach the toilet.
Just don't block the hallway.
Yeah. See you guys later. Bye.
Night, Charles.
It won't be long.
What is this stuff for? Oh,
User
this is for like the
disconnected from your
patron stuff?
channel.
No, it's for compensation for the downtime. Which, to be fair, it's not something they actually needed to do. But it is nice. It does not meet the requirements for Polaris. Are any of you two still in Polaris at the moment?
I'm in Agartha.
Weird.
Cam's in Shadowy Forest.
That's weird. That was so weird. Ah, did I have some extra dungeons selected? I didn't see.
Connection established to the roadshow core. Running real-time situation analysis.
Who wants to face tank? Cam wants to face tank.
Analysis. Body of water contains potentially lethal electrical current.
Ready when you guys are.
Analysis. Highly volatile biological material. Avoid close proximity. Identification. Cargo vessel Polaris. Reported lost in Atlantic Ocean August 14, 2007.
Critical empowerment results.
Approaching a major biological threat. Exercise caution.
I got another faded Jaguar cord.
Yeah, that's the one I got today as well. It's the only one I've actually won myself so far. And it's the same one I used to win in beta as well.
Detecting strong psychic signature emanating from inside the vessel. Exercise caution. Anomaly. Proceed to extraction point for removal.
Inventory was full.
That's another thing. Did you hear? We're apparently getting 10 more inventory slots.
Good.
Yeah,
Or they could just make them less ridiculously expensive.
exactly. If they weren't so expensive, I would have had full inventory slots already.
Extraction point secure. Ending communications with the Rochi core.
And one more.
Connection established to the Rochi core. Running real-time situation analysis. Analysis. Body of water contains potentially lethal electrical current.
Ooh. That's not the worst one.
Analysis. biological material. Avoid close proximity. Identification. Cargo vessel Polaris. Reported lost in Atlantic Ocean August 14, 2007. Approaching a major biological threat. Exercise caution.
I hate this part. Shell says the water ripples, but I can't see the ripples.
Recommendation. Proceed threat to prevent regeneration of tissue damage. Detecting strong psychic signature emanating from inside the vessel. Exercise caution. First, a strong psychic signature. Proceed to extraction point for removal.
Oh, I can't use that. Ah, I don't have any iron in my shards left.
Anomaly. Large etheric wave disturbance converging on extraction.
Ah, your guess is as good as mine be.
Current data indicates a 33.3 recurring percent chance of survival.
Nice. Is that all free? Nice. I am in desperate need of anima shards now. I have a full inventory. And I can't upgrade anything because I have no anima shards to upgrade them with.
Well, thank you guys very much for the dungeons and letting me use my keys.
Oh, very welcome. I like doing the dungeons.
I didn't think anybody'd even be out. I figured everybody'd be gone.
To be fair, we were just about to log off. And then, well, I was about to log off earlier and then Charles suddenly came on.
He can't stay away, he's addicted.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, no, when Shaw got in, he started saying how he needs to do his dailies. I wasn't gonna argue. I think it is definitely bedtime though. It's 3 AM here.
Alright, thanks a lot, HP. Have a good night.
You too. And thanks for running with us, Cam. And thank you for showing me the entrance earlier.
Ew, Cam showed you his entrance? Gross.
Something like that.
Cam, stop being disgusting.
I couldn't find the... Oh, what was it called? Something holes.
The what?
The holes of lost records. I couldn't find the entrance to it.
Gotcha.
I was running around for like half an hour trying to find it and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I remember that place with those like shade things down there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me or does the swirl on the shirt remind you of the cliff that Jack Skellington stands on in Nightmare Before Christmas?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Blasphemy HB, watch it.
I have 2 level 25 chaoses, but I have enough anima shards now again.
Mine just hit 25. About both my blue weapons.
Nice. I have 2 25 chaos, and then I have a 25 pistol. I haven't even started on a second pistol yet. Okay. Trying to think where I want to log out. Probably Garfa.
That's where I'm at right now, cutting loose on the dance floor.
I like the upstairs, the dining room area, or the restaurant area.
Okay, night-night, Cam. Thank you for running the dungeons and face tanking.
Yep, definitely. Thanks, Cam.
User disconnected from your channel.
Are you gonna be on tomorrow, B?
Planning on it, yeah.
Hmm?
So I wanted to do the grocery shopping tonight. Okay, I did not want to do the grocery shopping tonight or ever, but I wanted to do it tomorrow even less.
I know that feeling.
So like Nick was like, well, we can just wait till tomorrow. I was like, babe, I don't want to do it now, but I'm gonna want to do it even less tomorrow. Like, if we just do it now, then we'll just be so glad that we did because we won't have to worry about it.
Exactly. Okay. Shaw is yelling for me to come to bed. So I will be logging off.
Good
And
night,
I will
AC.
see you in the morning. Or probably afternoon. Our time at
Right.
least. Perfect. Have a good night.
Good night.
Disconnected.
Thank you all for coming out to watch. I hope you guys found it entertaining at the very least. And I hope to see you all again soon. Thanks again. It's always good when it's informative. Informative too. Good night, guys.